GR3 Hippo has been kind enough to give us a non-meta car to look at this week. The Alpha 4C GT3 car. Excuse me. So basically I'm going to do in these track guides, it's not really a track guide. It's what I would look at when I analyze like how somebody else is driving and what I need to be doing to improve myself. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're at Nürburgring GP. So let's go ahead and get to the guide. Alright, now since this is the view that I used to drive in, this is the first view that we're going to take a look at. Now what I'm originally going to take a look at are his braking points. Now I brake just before the 100 board, so let's see where Hippo's braking at. Okay, he's braking at the 100 board. Next thing I'm going to look at is how he takes this line into this first corner. Now I take the line wide and then I narrow the line and do a hard cut in. He's still at full braking, he should be trail braking. So he takes a little bit wider line. Now the next thing I'm looking for here is I'm going to be in the middle of the track, and I'm looking over here to this building right there. Soon as that building, and I'm leaning towards the right side of the track but staying closer to the middle of the right side. As soon as that building gets about halfway through my screen, I'm going to start turning in and letting off and using a little bit of brake and throttle control to position the car. Let's see what Hippo does here. See, right about there is where I'm turning in, and he's about the same thing as I do. Let's see how much throttle control he uses through this corner. Ooh, very good. Now the next braking point I have, well, let me get up there to it, is about right in here somewhere, maybe about another 5 meters into this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to brake extremely hard for a little bit and then trail brake into that left-hand corner, that really tight corner, so I can get as much on the inside of that corner as I possibly can. Right here is perfect, is where you want to be. Use a little bit of throttle control, stay on that, and as soon as you straighten up, right here is when you want to be getting on the gas and getting over to the left. And I usually upshift on this in the third. He stays in second. Fair enough. It is the Alpha. Now my next braking point is coming up here. See those cones? My braking point is the fourth cone. And this is pretty much any any GT3 car here. So I'm going to look for is that fourth cone. I'm going to hard brake and trail brake, and just the same as we did for that one, corner where we had to like take a really tight apex. We're going to try to take a tight apex through here, but flow through the corner and be in the middle of the track when we get done with the corner. So you should, yep, same braking point. And it's pretty much the same braking point with all GT3 cars. You don't really have to worry about it too much. As long as you're within that realm, you're going to be fine. I would actually urge people that aren't used to GT3 cars to brake a little bit sooner to get ready for that. But then we're just going to hard brake for about 30-40 meters and then trail brake into this corner. Now once I get about right here, I'm looking this direction right here. So I want to be in the middle of the racetrack, if not over to the left a little bit. And then I'm going to trail brake in here. I'm going to take that tight line to the right, and I want to be on the outside of the car. I want to use as much track here as I possibly can because it's a long straight, or it's a longer straight. So you want to try to get as much over to the left as you possibly can to maximize your throttle coming out of this corner. Perfect. Oh, let me pause and say I haven't seen this replay at all. I just got home. I just took a shower. I'm looking at this replay dead for the first time right now. Now my next braking point, now some people brake at that like start of the concrete curb. I brake right at the crest of that curb on a GT3 car. This is about where I'm putting in my brakes. It's about the same thing for Hippo. So what I'm going to do is I take a narrow line through here because I like to like hairpin this corner. Some people take a wider line. If I know Hippo, he's going to take a wide line that late apexes into this corner. There's a late apex into the corner, and once again, I'm trying to use the entire track width when I take this track. I want to be as far over to the left as I possibly can. That'll maximize all my momentum coming up here, because I'm going to have to lift through the Schumacher S's. Now right here, I'm at a dead sprint, and then see where those like black markers are, like right up in there, right above the 4. That's where I'm going to start to turn in. He's actually turning in a little sooner than I do, so it's probably a good thing. Let's see if he lifts, because I actually have to lift here. He did lift. He did use a little bit of throttle control through there. That's great. And once again, using the entire width of the track. My next braking point is that 100-meter board. I'm going to brake hard, and we're going to take this just like we do every other corner. We're going to make a tight apex in. We want to hit that curve, then we want to come out and hit the other curve. Now this is a tricky corner for me. I really don't know where to turn. But if you look right here, there's that guy that's in the red, and there's that little red box right there. That's what I've been using to turn. As soon as that gets close to the edge of my screen, I start to let off on the gas and turn in. Like right here. See, he's already off the gas and on the brakes. So let's go back a little bit and actually see, since this is such a hard turn for me. Now he's coming out, alright, using the entire track width. Perfect. He turns in a little sooner. I have to make note of that. There's a little bit of throttle control through there. He doesn't do a full lift. I do about a half a lift and leave the lift. He's using more throttle control. 100-meter board, brake hard, take that apex. Go out and then back in. Okay. And use a little bit more throttle control. Use the full width of the track. Anytime you're on a straight, or you're going to go on a straight, you want to maximize as much track as possible. Now my next braking point is that 100-meter board right there. That's where I want to be braking at. As a matter of fact, I usually brake shy of that 100-meter board by about 5 meters. Like right when it's right here, I'm already on the brake. Oh, Hippo's already on the brakes too. So that's good. We probably take the same line through here too. And what I do... well, we'll do it this way. It's about the same line that I take. He's trail braking. And then I try to hit the middle. This right here, I would actually tend to go a little bit sharper into this corner. But that's where I want to be, right there. Like he's over here, but I realistically want to be in the middle. I want my car to split that curb. And then I aim directly for that little post. I aim directly at it. And as soon as I hit that post, I turn in to the right. Once again, using all your tracks. Now, I late apex this one. I assume Hippo does too. He did a little bit. What I'm looking to do is just use brake control and throttle control in second gear. In most cars, it's second gear in this one. And just try to float myself as tight as I can to this apex. Because once again, we're going to a long straight. I need to maximize my track width coming out. So I want to be tight coming into this and then flow out towards the edge of the track. Perfect. I actually go out a little further than him. Now you got a 154.492. Now let's see what that looks like in Chase. Okay, here we are in Chase Cam. For you guys who use Chase Cam, I don't. We were driving in my perspective last time. I don't know what Hippo uses. I'm pretty sure it's either this or bonnet cam. Braking at the 100-meter board, brake hard, trail brake in, make that turn, go to the middle of the track. I see this thing on the left or the right, keep going. Right at the edge of the curb, starting to go in, boom. Tight apex here. Another tight apex. Fourth cone, brake. Another tight apex, swing out, then back in. Use the entire width of the track right here. I'm getting to the where the concrete barrier blows out a little bit, right there, brake. I stay close. Heppo's doing a little bit of a tighter apex, or a later apex. Now I'm looking for these black lines right here. Turn in. He's using a lot more throttle control than I use, so I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. 100 meter board, boom, tight apex. Flow out to the track, then flow back in. Red box, turn in. Use the entire width of the track, including the sand. Run in, stay over to the right. 100 meter board brake, 50 meter board turn in. There you go. So he runs that last corner just like I do. And then stay as close to this apex as you can. Swing all the way out wide while you're running. And let's bring home a 154.4. Let's fucking go. Well, that's all I got for this track guide. But let's watch this guy in car porn mode. All right, everybody, here's what we're going to do. We're going to watch this thing in car porn mode, and I'm just going to sit down and shut up and enjoy the view. Enjoy Heppo's hot lap. Well, thank you, everybody. If you are watching this, thank you. Leave a like. Please subscribe. I'm going to be doing this once a week with different laps around the planet. If you have a lap you did really good on, go ahead and submit it to me. I'm going to post some of my laps as well every now and then. But if you do have a lap and you would like to share it with me and help me go faster, this is what I would like to do. Once a week, we're going to look at a lap, a good fast lap, in a meta or non-meta car, and we're going to get faster together. So until next week, I love you guys. Have a week.